So last weekend, my buddy Kevin decided to host what he called the ultimate blindfolded cooking challenge. The rules were simple: get blindfolded, pair up, and try to follow a random recipe he'd printed out. The winner would be whoever produced the most edible dish, and the loser would have to clean up the kitchen, which, knowing Kevin, was already a war zone. I teamed up with my friend Jess, and we were assigned Grandma's classic chocolate chip cookies. Honestly, it sounded like the least hazardous option, especially since the other teams got things like sushi omelet and vegan steak tartare. Things started off normal enough, unless you count Kevin's playlist of Eye of the Tiger on repeat as normal. Jess and I were fumbling with flour and eggs, and there was a lot of giggling whenever someone accidentally grabbed a stick of butter straight from the fridge. Every so often, Kevin would shout helpful hints like, "Remember to preheat the oven," or "Don't forget to add the brown sugar," which in retrospect might have been where things began to go south. There was this faint, earthy smell when we mixed in the brown sugar, but we figured maybe Jess had just bought some fancy organic stuff. Fast forward to dessert time, and everyone gathered around to try the cookies. Kevin was especially proud, passing out his batch first. The cookies looked rustic, let's say, and they had these odd little white bits in them, but we chalked it up to artisan charm. I took a bite, and immediately noticed a gritty aftertaste, like licking a sandbox. Jess made a face and whispered, "Is it supposed to crunch like this?" Meanwhile, Kevin was raving about the complex flavors and earthy undertones, and even started offering seconds. That's when his cat, Mr. Whiskers, jumped up and started pawing at the cookie plate like he'd just found buried treasure. It wasn't until someone flipped over the brown sugar container and saw a tiny paw print logo in the words "Fresh Step" that realization dawned. Kevin had, while blindfolded, mistaken the cat's litter for brown sugar. The room erupted in a mix of horror and hilarity. As for Kevin, he just shrugged and said, "Well, I guess that's what you call a real literary classic."